Let's move on to the export challenges. We have finished the whole Exiled Covenant 25 win with each clan combination. So next up we'll do the remaining export challenges. Prove that you can win once with no combat previews. That one should be easy, right? Combat previews are overrated. We are fighting Knockback Talos, Arcus, and Seraph the Patient. Oh, Patient will be annoying with our combat previews, but should be doable. We have Molder, Perils of Production, and Engulfed in Smoke, and we are playing with Little Fate as our champion, and the exiled versions of the respective clans. Check strips, Firewall. I think it's gotta be check strips, right? Eternal Flame, Little Fate seems solid. Especially with these perils. Non-boss enemy unit center with spikes. Sure, I think we can take this for some early start boost. Blink to get the collector. Little Fate on the second floor. It's gonna get a kill. She takes 3, that's fine. Let's blink here to get some morsels. Magma morsel doesn't attack, so will not die, will get eaten. The question is, do I want a train sword on that floor as well? And if so, behind Little Fate actually. Little Fate will survive the hit but will die to the spikes. This is enough to kill the Forge Disciple. Nothing to reform. Put another train steward here and one on the bottom floor. We need to blink the backliner here. Very nice. This should already be enough. Yeah, let's see. It is. Draft, Whiplash, Entombed Explosives. We have molded and primitive molds, and currently nothing to reform at all. Let's go with the draft. Pack morsels, perils, prismal dust. I do like the prismal dust, to be honest. I do. It's a good way of keeping our Little Fate alive eventually. Let's go to the right. I kinda wanna get an Umbra unit. Alloy Construct and Crucible Warden. Problem with Alloy Construct is that we have a hard time feeding it currently. For that reason alone I wanna avoid it for now. Large stone on the Crucible Warden is actually decent. I'm gonna leave the other slot open. This guy doesn't need any more stats right now. But we might want multi-strike later on. Or yeah, probably multi-strike. A unit draft for 10 armor, that seems fine. Although it means we will have a very hard time creating any morsels at all. This guy goes on the top. Top floor is fine, but we can use that collector to generate a morsel. How do we deal with this wave? Little Fate doesn't survive currently. We could engulf in smoke. Let's generate a morsel so he can get the damage shield. Then we Ember Drain to play engulfed in smoke. We're not doing enough damage right now. Graf is dazed on the top floor. We only killed the frontliner here. Nothing to reform either. Graf actually survives to attack, so we can deal some extra damage here. Graf will die after the first attack though. Can't do anything with Blinks on the top floor, so might as well throw them out here. Let's get some extra damage from this Graf. Still, the problem is that we have no one to hit the backliners here. So we are looking to take some damage there. Uh-oh. But I think we should be fine against the boss. Frontliner kills Train Steward. Little Fake gets to attack once. Well, that should be enough. If it's not, let's add another unit to the mix. Yeah. Another draft? I wouldn't mind. I was hoping for some morsel generation here, but that's apparently not how this is supposed to go. Let's go with the model trait then. I think this is a skip. Relics or spell upgrades. I would like cost reducing the molded. Obviously damage on the plinks would be good. But we don't have that much gold and we can get a free relic here. Winged Indulgence is pretty solid. Pilestone Housing could also be kind of good. I'm going with Winged Indulgence though. Overgorger. Is that something we're interested in? Not with the low morsel generation we currently have. I'm more interested in a morsel maker. Morsel master. Morsel maker would be even better. Huh. Armageddon. Haven't seen that one in a long time. What are we currently lacking? AoE clear? Yeah. We don't have good backline damage at all. I want that sword. It's gonna be pretty helpful. Knockback Talos shouldn't be a big problem. Actually, the armor on the enemy units is the biggest problem. If I play Morsel Master there, the knockback is actually kind of annoying. So let's play Morsel Master in front instead. Little Fate does survive that. I do want her to die eventually, but maybe not right now. Well, we have some backline damage now in form of this Morsel Master, which is good enough here. No units to reform, Immortal Trait doesn't seem important. This overcharged apprentice is actually very annoying. He will only take 5 damage here. So that means we can't really deal with them. Is that actually a big problem? I don't think so. I just realized the problem with the stealth. It should be fine. I do wanna play Little Fate here. And she's gonna get attacked this turn, but with 11 health she can survive that pretty easily. Let's add some damage to this floor. We could reform another Train Steward if we were to take on some Ember Drain, but I really don't think we need to. Take 1 damage there, and this wave is dying. That's great. Train Steward doesn't die, so we can put the draft behind. Now the Train Steward does die. Whoops. That's fine. This guy being all the way in the back is not so great. That's actually a problem. Because Monster Master dies this turn. I should have reformed twice instead of playing the Train Steward. There was a good chance of getting the draft back. Okay, the stealth is actually very valuable here. Mostly because it also lasts for a turn against Talos. How much damage do we have here? 55 plus 8 times 35. That's not nearly enough. That's gonna add a decent amount though. Is there anything else we can do? Not really. That's gonna add another 55 times 3. Actually times 2, huh? It's another 90 times 2. And then finally a little bit from the draft itself. That should be enough. Just barely. Kindle Umbra Stone forever consumed. Umbra Stone seems really good. Not interested in these. I feel like we want Ember, at least once. Removals are good, upgrades can be pretty good. Not really the upgrades I'm looking for, but they're okay. Let's remove primitive molds. Actually, we don't have that much to reform. Actually a primitive mold and a Train Steward. That's probably the best combination right now. Or at least very close to it. We don't want to start with Little Icarus now, it's not impactful enough. Okay. This goes here. We save the sword, even though it would be very tempting to play it right here because of the Absolver. So... we can't even kill the Collector with that, right? And Little Fate isn't strong enough yet. This guy doesn't die, nor does the Absolver. I feel like we have to get Little Fate a little bigger. Now we do have a morsel, but do we really want to use it? Kinda. No. No, we are using stealth. Actually, I should use that on a morsel. Taking 5 there, that's not too bad. Graf will easily die, but that's okay. Actually, we could make this Graf survive. There's not really a point to it though. Let's keep this guy alive. Whew. This is pretty spooky. Guess that's the best we can do. Should be enough, but might be close. Not close. They had a huge Little Fae behind that frontliner. Void Binding. It's tempting. Hope for peace. Cards with Purge. Now consume instead. Spells with Purge. Now consume instead. Commemorative Spike is actually not bad. Okay, magic power on the sword, so we can use it for 0 if needed. Cost reduce the Void Binding. Reroll. Cost reduce the Subsuming Blade. Upgrade a Plink. Sure. I mean, we really don't have any other magic power. No, muscle generation. I'm gonna keep the gold. I'm not gonna buy that double stack. I feel like there's better things we can do with the gold. Crystal Cloak. Should be doable with this deck. This draft won't survive. Might as well play it on the top floor then, so we can actually eat the Morsel Miner. I'm not gonna put the Morsel Master on. Huh? How did Little Fae get here? Huh? Can someone explain what happened? Endless Little Fate got lost and lost after dying and was found in the consume pile for unknown reasons. There should be no way for Little Fate to end up in the consume pile. Maybe it was caused by playing Molded? Is it caused by this guy's late trigger? Am I just stupid here? I'm missing something really obvious? Because for all I know, it should be impossible for Little Fate to end up in the consume pile when dying. See what happens if there's a draft on this floor as well. It also shows an extinguish trigger. But Little Fate doesn't have an no, she does have an extinguish. But I can't win this fight without Little Fate. Well, I can reform her, but that's a problem. Reforming her causes her to have burnout. I can't deal with her having burnout. I mean, I have to try. There's not much. There doesn't seem to be anything I can do to prevent that from happening. So this guy will just straight up kill her again, right? Which I wanted to avoid. So I'd rather take that extra damage. She's gonna burn out on the bottom floor. Please trigger the Endless this time, thank you. Guess we have to take the 16 to that from that guy. Now I have a Little Fate with Burnout 1 that's increasing in cost. Yeah, I don't think I can win this. I think this is literally impossible with her having burnout. Unless I don't play her for a while. Yeah, that's no fun. Oh, come on. Of course. Yeah, that does have burnout, so that was the correct play. Candy model trade. That doesn't even matter with engulfed. I didn't draw back into Little Fate in time. Well, if there's anything that can change how this fight's gonna go, then it's this draft, I suppose. Yep. Seems like I lost to a bug. That's very frustrating.